Hey Taurus, so my name is Kianti Ashe and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. Just a really brief announcement, just wanted to let you all know that I currently have soul lesson sessions on sale for $33 you guys, and I also have Reiki charged healing bracelets, okay? So if you're interested in any of those things, that information is beneath this video. I want to see what Spirit has to say to my Taurians for the month of December 2019. So if you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, this message is going to be for you. So I hope this message finds you doing well. Ooh, yes it does. All right. So we have View from Above and Finding Sanctuary, okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys are elevating in many different ways. A lot of you are reaching levels that you only dreamed about reaching, okay? And Spirit is saying this is just the beginning. You know how they say, well, you haven't even gotten to the tip of the iceberg? Like, you haven't even gotten to the tip of the iceberg. Like, you haven't even gotten to where Spirit is going to take you yet. You're just seeing a little itty bitty corner of the bigger picture, because this is about getting the bigger picture. So you only see a little bitty itty tiny piece, but Spirit is saying no, this thing is going to be huge, okay? This is going to be huger than huge, bigger than you, bigger than anything you could possibly imagine, okay? And I feel like this is because a lot of you with this Finding Sanctuary card are really developing a stronger connection to Spirit, okay? A stronger connection with your higher self. And really, in all ways, you're looking at in what ways you're seeing yourself in other people. I feel like a lot of that drives what you do. You see so much of yourself in every person that you meet. And so that drives you to want to help them. You know, no matter if you see good or bad in them, you see yourself, is what I'm hearing. And we have staying focused, hold the course, okay? So if some of you have been thinking, well, am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right way? Am I pursuing the right people, etc., etc.? Spirit is confirming you're doing exactly as you should. Open to what you feel and be in alignment with that. I feel like a lot of you really are, so just stay in sync with that. Trust that feeling, trust that knowing, and then get the bigger picture, because it's all coming together. So just hold the course. Spirit is saying this thing is going to go so far you don't even know. Like, look, they have to use a freaking, okay, to be able to see you. They got to use a, what is it called, a stethoscope, to be able to see you. Then we have miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So expect things that are going to happen that, like I said, you never in a million years ever thought it was going to be this big. Watch what's about to happen, okay? This is good. Like Houston, we have everything but a problem, okay? We have everything but a problem. Like, seriously. I feel like a lot of you have a lot going on right now, or maybe a lot of confusion around you because of these clouds that I'm seeing. But I feel like all of that is going to clear, okay? Spirit is elevating you. So I feel like if you see a lot of things going on around you, it's because you're elevating, okay? So as you elevate, a lot is going to shift, a lot is going to move, okay? Think about it. If the planet were to be rising, okay, let's think about that. This is figurative, not literal. Nobody gets scared out there, okay? I don't know if the planet is really going up. I'm just saying. It's figurative. If the planet were to start rising, what do you think would happen? Right? There would be a lot more happening within the planet that we're on because it's rising. So I feel like you have to understand, as within, so without. As above, so below. Okay, so you're literally going through what you're going through because of where Spirit is moving you. Okay, so just trust the process. Let's get some energy cards here for you. Energy for Taurus for December. Ooh, caring connections. This card has been coming out over and over and over and over again. There is one specific Taurian I know, my big sis. She's like, okay, but Taurus, you guys, caring connections wants to keep coming out for you. Okay, so maybe not my big sis, but you guys. Caring connections. There's people that you're meeting up with, people that you're like-minded, like soul, like connected, unionized, harmonized. You get where I'm going with this? Okay, that you're supposed to be with. And, you know, upper interior room style, upper interior room. And I feel like this is you, okay? And I feel like this is them. And I feel like this is two people that go in the upper interior room, okay? Both of you guys are building your own kingdoms, and then you're going to be able to bring it together, and it's going to be something that is freaking beyond me, okay? Beyond any of us. And this is what I'm saying. And then this is 14, and it's divinely guided. Okay, so I feel like even, and honestly speaking, I feel like this is, and it was just 444, so you take that and do with it what you want to do with it. 444 when it comes to love, okay? But the view from above. When it comes to you, Taurus, I feel like this is like my big sis. Head down, focused on work, not really paying it no mind whatsoever, period, dot. I'm focused on what I'm building. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's it. That's it. And then you have this person who's noticing you, who's seeing what you're doing, who's peeping, and who's in the shadows. Kind of like what it looks like I am right now. Kind of in the shadows. Okay, behind the scenes. And they might even be a little bit further than you. You get what I'm saying when it comes to as far as what they've been building thus far. But I feel like I said, when you guys come together, it's going to be just crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. All right. And we have anxiety in reverse. I feel like this is something that you were worried about, but not worried about, okay? This is what I mean. You're so focused on what you're doing, you don't have time to think about that. But realistically speaking, we are in this flesh, correct? So we have that desire for intimacy, not necessarily sex or anybody pounding on you. No, I didn't say that. Nobody wants your sweaty ass on me. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that you want that connection, that intimacy. And yes, we're all connected, so don't go there, Taurus. Don't go there. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So this is that, okay? So somebody that, you know, takes away your worries, your fears, your anxieties, any of that, okay? I also feel like this is something, like I said, you were worried about, but not really worried about. For those of you who were worried about it, this is Spirit's way of saying you don't need to worry about it. And for those of you who were not worried about it, but still worried about it, you don't need to worry about it. So either way, okay, like I said, there's something special waiting on you, and I feel like you know that. You have the thinking woman, you know that. And I feel like a lot of you have this person in mind. You know who it could potentially be that you've been hearing me talk about. You know, I know, they know, everybody know, okay? However, nothing's being said or done at this time. But it will when it's time. As you know, get the big picture, right? Get the big picture, hold the cords. It's going to fall into place. We see it all right here, all right here. All right here. And then we have broken heart, okay? So some of you are in this place of healing a broken heart. And this is why you're like, I'm good off of that. Because some of you, a lot of you know what it means to really heal. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm going from one relationship to the next relationship to the next relationship. No, you might have did that when you were younger, but you're not doing that right now. Okay, you're on some, I know better, so I'm doing better. And I need to heal my heart. Not just from relationships, but period. So you don't want to put yourself in any type of situation. Look at that. With the Five of Cups in reverse, that's emotional maturity. You don't want to put yourself in any situation where you're basically going to bleed all over someone. Y'all remember that song, Bleed in Love? You don't want to bleed your heart out on someone. You just want to heal it. Let it cry. Let yourself cry when you feel like it. How you feel like it. If you feel like ugly crying, you can do that. You don't have somebody sitting there looking at you like, what the hell is your problem? Okay, because you're healing, and that's fine. But there's something so special that's going to come after. And this is why it says expect the wondrous to emerge. Because it's already in the process of becoming. Okay? So, yeah, man. We got 5, 9, and 12. So 5, divine guidance. 9, completion of a cycle and taking one step at a time, guys. We got temperance in reverse. Like I said, a lot of you are, like I said, in a place where you just don't want to leak all over anybody. So you're healing. You're doing what you have to do to heal. However, this is someone who balances you out. You balance them out. And this is what's going to happen, guys. It's just, it's meant to be, so it will be. We have the judgment card here. And anytime we see this, this is tough love that we have to give to ourselves. We have to not beat around the bush and, you know, play cute about it. But be honest with ourselves and say, hey, now is not the time for me to accept this offer, but you know what, in divine timing, right? So this is putting our big girl underwear on and saying, you know what, that would be perfect, but I gotta heal first, right? That would be great, but I gotta heal first. Because correction, no such thing as perfection, right? But there's such thing as being perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect, right? I feel personally I'm imperfectly perfect. I feel that way about myself. I feel like everybody should. My imperfections is what makes me perfect. I feel. Y'all gonna be like, she's so full of herself. I mean, you know, whatever. But then we also have 9s. Like I said, a lot of you are in that mature ass place. I love this. This is grown energy. This is hashtag grown energy. Okay, where you're like, no, that would be an amazing thing. But you know what? When the time is right. And so it says stay focused. The person is watching you do your thing. You doing your thing. They doing their thing. And then eventually y'all gonna come together and do y'all thing. Alright? And it might happen sooner than not because we have double 10s in the center of your reading. So there's a new beginning coming sooner than you think. But we have 3 of coins in reverse. I feel like because this is my work card, some of you may be taking time off from work, and I know that to be so for a very specific person. Okay, some of you may be taking time off from work, but a lot of you, honestly, this is Spirit's way of saying you're working too hard. Okay, a lot of you are working too hard as to where you don't give any attention to the person. Because remember, there's two different groups of you. There's people who are healing, and there's others of you who have healed and who are ready to welcome this in. You know, it wasn't the time before, but it's the time, right? Then others of you, it's almost that time. But for those of you, period, you're working too hard. Okay, you're working too hard in general. Okay, working too hard to please this person, or working too hard to try to get this to happen, or working too hard, or whatever. This is going to fall into place. Okay, so don't worry about it. It's already done. Get out of your head about it. Okay, like I said, stop working so hard on it. It's coming naturally. Okay, you guys feel betrayed, you feel hurt, you feel like, well, what happened to the plan that we set in motion? It's still happening. Okay, let it fall into place as it's supposed to. This is a very specific message, okay? And I know it's not going to resonate with everybody, because nowadays everybody's so quick to want to hop in a relationship. But this is for someone who is extremely emotionally mature and knows how to handle themselves accordingly, okay? So kudos to you, whoever you are. Hats off to you. I love this. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you back. Peace and hair grease.